So I have one more haul here. So actually I have two more. What are we going to go with? Let's go with the Ikea one, because the Ikea one, even though it's a bigger box, it has less stuff. Ah. Ikea. This is the first time I've ordered from Ikea online, actually. Usually I would go to the store and then you feel lost, and I've never bought anything. I signed my own apartment and I'm going to buy a loft bed from them. So at some point, I'm going to have to figure out the logistics of that, since I don't have a car, and what I'm going to do. And I'm worried that with the delivery, because my apartment has steps and stuff, they won't actually deliver into the building. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get this huge box and take it one flight of stairs. So there are some logistics things I have to figure out. But this one was mostly a kitchen kind of haul, because there's a lot of. Well, it's good that I'm actually having all these boxes, because I need to start moving anyway. Ooh, okay. A tray. I thought it's gonna be bigger. This is sort of like a small tray. It's a small tray. It's a small tray. It's a tray. I was hoping for something bigger. I figured that I kind of need a tray, because when I'm eating, I just have a bowl, but this is a small tray. This is a small tray. I was hoping for something a little bigger, because maybe you can have one plate and then maybe another plate. But it's a tray, and I got it from Ikea because it was surprisingly the cheapest place to get a tray compared to like Walmart and Target. Rolling pin. Believe it or not, I don't have a rolling pin. One thing I discovered, because I was like looking at all these kitchen gadgets from either getting them from Amazon or Walmart or Target, Ikea is cheap. I'm really pleasantly surprised. It's like, so I'm going to, like, if you want to buy kitchen utensils, check Ikea first, because not only is it cheap, well, you have to pay for shipping, but the shipping wasn't bad. It was like $5. I guess it's so just make sure like you get a whole haul, and then the $5 is. But yeah, it's cheap, and also because it's Ikea, you actually know where you're getting stuff from, versus Target, versus Walmart, or Amazon, where it's like it's a jungle out there. You're not sure. So maybe not made in Sweden, but at least you're sure about that there's some quality control, at least from Ikea, that I trust over getting stuff from Amazon. So if you're looking for kitchen stuff, look at Ikea first. Yeah. So because this is what started it, getting so this is an over the sink strainer. Interesting. It might not be wide enough. Okay, this is what started it. I've been looking for over the sink strainer for a very long. I've been looking on like Amazon and Walmart. You can look and see it. But with all these things, it's like there's so much junk on there that you don't know what you're getting. I know you don't know what you're getting. The prices are all over the place, so you don't really know what the true price of it is. And then I looked on Ikea, and it was the cheapest source for it. I was like, oh, I'll get it from Ikea. Ooh, this is a large pan. Made in Italy. So this is a spring foam pan. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be this large. So I guess this is 9-inch. Yeah, this is almost too big for. This is almost too big for my uses, because I'm not gonna eat a cake this large. But we'll see. So this is ice cubes. I don't have ice in my house, so if I wanted to get ice, I actually have to. Well, first of all, there is no space in my freezer for ice. My freezer, I just have a basic apartment fridge, so it's just the small freezer and then the fridge on the bottom. So it's always full with crap. It's always full, and I always have to like methodically like kind of eat through all the stuff and clear it out, and then it gets filled back up again quite quickly. I think in my new apartment, I'm seriously considering getting getting a new freezer. Yeah, I'm seriously considering getting a new freezer, another chest freezer because I don't have enough space for that. But at least another a smaller unit freezer, just so that I can get more stuff like ice. I would love ice. Another thing I'm thinking about is actually getting those tabletop ice makers. But all the reviews I've seen about that is that they're cranky and unpredictable and they die after a year. And they're expensive too. You're looking at least $100 for a good one. So for now, ice cube makers. Oh, and then a roasting pan. So I got this because I don't have a roasting pan, and then also because I wanted a grill tray, because I make a lot of like, so like for example, when I want to like cook beef, like steaks in the oven, like if I was doing a reverse sear, I don't really have anything to like raise the steak above the pan itself. So the grill, this grill will come in handy. So there it is, and that's it. It's a large box to send this thing in, which I find that it didn't need to come. It didn't really need to come into this. This is ridiculous. It didn't really need to come in that, but I'll use it because I'm moving. So I'll use it because I'm moving. I might have to return some things. Like this I might return because I have to go check if it's gonna fit over my. This I might return because if I have to check if this will fit the length of my sink. If it doesn't, then I'm very disappointed. But there we go. And then maybe that spring foam pan, that's too big. Yeah, that spring foam pan is too big. I would like something smaller and more compact. I used to have a set of 3. I don't know what I did with them. Because I used to go to Ross a lot and they would sell them like all the time. So I have a set. I guess in other news, I'm looking into getting into like baking cakes. But not just any baking. Not just any like, baking with like cookies and things like that. But like serious baking where you're like making meringues and you're making like complex cakes, like an opera cake, for example. I've made an opera cake before. That's an undertaking. That's complex and it's expensive too. You can understand why all those fancy cakes are like $30 for like a small, for like a small thing. Oh yeah, so I'm looking into like part of it too is that I'm a little hesitant because then I need to get a stand mixer. But I made myself promise that I wouldn't get a stand mixer until I've lost a certain amount of weight, and I've not reached that goal weight yet. So I'm going to have to be more patient and stick to my hand mixer, stick to my the small electric hand mixer, which should work, but it's a little unwieldy. But yeah, I want to make complex cakes, like that require like 10-step process, and you need all the specialized baking equipment because I love desserts. And I figured, well, baking is probably one of those things, especially pastry. Pastry is one of those things in which it's cheaper to just buy it. It's cheaper to buy a slice of tiramisu than to actually make a tiramisu. Even if you look at it per slice, because you're not using cheap ingredients. Eggs, whipping cream, yeah, the butter. So I'm using lots of butter. I'm using lots of eggs. So it's in my view, like probably buying a cake, it's cheaper than making it. It's cheaper than making a cake, and especially like it also takes a very long time to do it. And you're looking at 6 hours of labor at least. Yeah, it's buy yourself a cake. You want an opera cake? Buy it. Don't make it. But me, I like to make complex things. So. See. Anyway, so Here's one more haul here, and let's get started.